Sun, melt the cold from my bones, cut and rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs. As a child, I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cut and rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs. As a child, I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cut and rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs. As a child, I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cut and rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs. As a child, I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cut and rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs. As a child, I am born again.
Woo! Oh my gosh, the world is so beautiful. Being up here as the sun sets and seeing the moon rise over the mountains. This is truly living, like at its essence. You know, moments like this, I just feel completely just alive. I don't know. Woo! Oh my gosh, this is it. Wow. It's moments like these where you feel complete contentment, that you know there's something more than just this material world, you know? There's something more. And it's out there for all of us. And I think the suffering in life comes from when we're not fulfilling our purpose on this earth, right? When we're stuck in the material world and we suffer, and I suffer because we're not fulfilling our purpose. And we all have the same purpose. It's quite simple. Our purpose is to awaken, right? So once we start to have these moments of awakening, you know, deep in your being, that this is it. That's it. Oh my God. Oh, that was hilarious. Woo! This world is just magical. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Why did I buy more kale? I don't know. I didn't need it. Eastern sun has me, and I'll be gone. Every night before bed, I like to drink tea. I think it's my favorite part of the day, when it's dark. Something crazy has been happening with me lately because I've been waking up every day at 3 a.m. Waking up to a point where I have to wake up. And it's awful because then at like 8 in the night, I just am ready to pass out. Something I always do before I go to bed is comb my hair out. And then I will use like a little water. I just put water in a spray bottle with some essential oils. The essential oils don't really do anything, but I think it smells nice. And I like to spray my hair just with water. I don't know why I do this. Kind of weird. And then every night I'll braid my hair because I read in a book once, if you braid your hair while you're sleeping, it protects it. But actually, since doing this, it's really helped to keep my hair soft. I noticed that when I stopped washing it, sometimes it would get a little stiff, and that's not what you want. Nobody wants stiff hair. In a way though, it's like the only thing I do because I don't like wash my face. I probably should, but I don't. These are so good. You forget how good a pear is until you eat it and you're like, oh my God, I forgot about these things. A lot of people ask me how this whole land came to be and, you know, like just the story behind it. And it's quite the story, to be honest. It would take a very long time to explain the whole thing, and when I was in high school, they, you know, were inspired by a different kind of lifestyle and a different kind of path. They decided to buy land and start a farm. And they kind of, their whole life's work was going into this land, basically. They worked their butt off for like 5 years, and the farm, through a lot of different circumstances, ended up not really working. They couldn't pay the bills that they needed to pay, and yeah, it's a whole long story. And I was still in high school, and then it was like my early college years at this point. I feel so emotionally connected to this land because, in a way, this land is the manifestation of my parents' entire life work, and I think that is so beautiful. My part in this is to bring biodiversity back to this land and create a permaculture homestead, basically, and to improve the overall ecosystem for the animals and the plant, and to bring native plants back into this ecosystem here, which I think is really, really important. And soil health right now is very, very important. And to hopefully one day provide fresh food for my local community, which I feel really passionate about doing this. So in a way that's probably going to be my life's work, you know? And that, to me, just makes me feel so happy and so excited about the future. You know, this isn't like a 1-year goal. This is like a life goal. Like, this is going to be a process for the next 10 years of my life. I will be working on this, you know? My parents are my biggest inspiration. Like, they have worked so hard in their life. Like, I've never seen anyone work as hard as them, and I've probably never seen my dad take a day off in his whole life. Like, never has it ever happened. And to me, they have inspired me so much. And so, like, for me, the first step was to create a space to live in, because I obviously can't live here. This is my parents' house. They'll be moving here at some point within the next year, hopefully. So yeah, the first step was to create a place to live, and I really wanted to just build like a tiny little hut, right? But due to so many different permit regulations and the cost of getting a permit, you have to have a septic tank, you have to drill a well. The cost of this was way more than I could have, budgeted for. So eventually I landed on the idea of building a movable structure. So I technically don't have to have a permit for this, which is why I ended up building the tiny house. So yeah, I needed a place to live so that I can create beauty here and bring life back to this land. It's just completely dead and filled with invasive species, which is not good. You know, I want to bring so many more native plants back into this land. You know, I think the biggest thing for me is I want to live a life that is completely aligned with my values. I think we all know that the earth is completely falling apart in regards to the environment, and if we can just all do the best that we can do based on the resources that we have, I think that that's all you can do. You know, like for me, it's taking all the resources that I have and doing the best that I can for the greater good of society, of the earth, of people. Everyone has different resources and everyone has different ways that they can contribute, and I don't think that there's one path or one answer, but I think that if we all, you know, come together and be more intentional with our life, you know, I just think that we can change, and, you know, I have a positive view. There's something so magical about breathing in cold air at 5 a.m. There's no stars out right now, which means I think a storm is coming. I'm gonna go run up to the house and do some things before work. I have to leave at 6. What time is it now? I don't know what time it is, but I have to leave for work at 6. Yeah, I'm gonna go run and move some wood around before a storm hits. If it does, I don't know. Usually though, when I can't see stars at 5 a.m., it means there's a storm. Telling it works, okay. Let's go.
Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released. Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released. Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released. Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released. Beloved child, my heart is yours. Beloved child, go out, spread light to the world. Be strong, be kind, be brave. Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released. Know you are loved. Rest in peace. Dream your sweet dreams till your soul is released.
Wow. This is my best one. I'm having some of this almond butter that I just made. And I'm gonna... Oh my god, look at that beautiful thing. I'm going to dip my dates in almond butter. Nothing else in the world is better. I swear, especially when you make your own almond butter, it is next level. And it's like warm. Ooh, and it's so cold outside. I actually had a really awful day. My car broke down on the drive home, and I was outside, you know, under the hood trying to figure out what's going on. A mouse got in there and just chewed up all the wires. There was a pipe completely blown out, all the coolant everywhere, smoke everywhere. Barely made it home. Now I'm kind of stuck here. It's all snowy. I'm just like, I'm not ready for this. I mean, the house isn't done. There's just so many things. Life is hard, but things seem to be a little easier when you're eating dates and almond butter. Woo! My little toesies are cold. Oh my